So hello, everyone. We're glad that you joined us today for this quick 20-minute overview. We're always so excited to be a part of Empower. Wish we were together, but we all know the circumstances. But we're going to talk about Superpower project management today. We know we've got a mixed audience. Some people have used Quickbase for a very long time who are veterans. We've got some new folks. We've got some people that are just sort of looking to see, what we're talking about here today and the add-ons and that kind of a thing. So we're just excited to be here. It's gonna be around 20 minutes, give or take. But you can always reach out to us for more questions. This is really just sort of a teaser and to go through some of these things with project management. We're gonna have a little fun with it too, the Superpowered. Obviously you see Superman over to the right there. Kind of looked it up. I was trying to remember how old he was, and he was created in 1938. So he's still looking good for 83. I hope I look that good when I'm that old. So, but from there, we're kind of a little introduction of us. We are VeilSun. We are a Quickbase Gold Partner. Very proud of that. We've worked with some of you in the past, and hopefully maybe we'll work with some of you in the future. But we have provided lots of systems for lots of people, helped them along, provided lots of millions of dollars in return that you can get from Quickbase. We're always excited about that. My partner is James Cosman. He's running the slides and doing the demoing, and I'm Rich Crum doing the talking here. So we both found VeilSun over 10 years ago. Although we've been involved with Quickbase for much longer than that, and we're backed by our 30+ what we call superhero experts that love helping our customers and working in Quickbase. So we'll talk about what you hopefully will get out of this session. This is where we're going to kind of work through if we're properly using our superpowers. The first thing is really kind of an overview of some native, what we call native, out of the box, Quickbase project management tools that you can use within your projects, and maybe many of you already do. The second thing is learn about innovative project planning plugin that we've been very excited about and is very timely this year. And number three, really talk about, some of our project management plugins that have really helped a bunch of our customers with their both project tracking and resource tracking and those kinds of things. So just a really quick disclaimer. We hope this excites you even more about Quickbase. We never get tired of Quickbase. And we have dream sessions set up that you can join us if you have more questions about anything you see today or any other types of things you'd like to talk about. We're just really kind of an open book. Love talking about Quickbase. Love to have your inspirations, and hopefully today inspires you a little bit more. So we're gonna have a little bit of fun with this. Thanos is a mess. That Thanos just destroyed the Avenger headquarters, so we've got a problem, and they need a superpower tool to rebuild it. Naturally, of course, they pick Quickbase. What other tool would they pick, right? So VeilSun is now working directly with the Avengers to go over everything they can do in the platform. So here is that briefing. So let's do kind of a quick review of what the essential project management tools. They're built right into native Quickbase and can be deployed without the use of any code. This is all low code configurable things in Quickbase. So we got timeline reports, we've got a Kanban board, we've got a new set of dashboards that are very exciting, that are really exciting all of us, and then we're going to talk about dependencies and how that works within Quickbase, and then maybe a surprise bonus as well. So the Black Widow is heading up this project, is managing the project. She needs to understand at all times the timeline of the project and make sure it all finishes on time, right? So this is built in here. So the timeline reports are great, and it's a native option you use with the report builder. And now she can see how the project lays out over time in a Gantt fashion. She can see all projects, tasks, and a nice cascading timeline of the project will go from point A to point B. And obviously these are all, you can drill down on any of these things to get more detail. She wants She also wants to see how a change in schedule affects a timeline, because things change, things happen, and you kind of get to experiment with what might happen. So predecessors are a powerful feature that allows you to link tasks together. If one task is delayed, it could delay the next task and then the subsequent tasks after that. So Quickbase has that built in here. The predecessor field creates a finish to start relationship. So as one thing finishes, the next task can't start at that point. So if you project management gurus are very familiar with that kind of concept of finish to start. But as you project professionals know, there are many other dependencies that can exist, such as a start to start. So things need to start at the same time, finish to finish, things need to finish at the same time, or start to finish, and then lead lag. So maybe there's a lag of time in between tasks that has to take place. And it also there's also constraints built into project plans as well. So a little known secret is that you can use tables and formulas to create these types of what we call advanced dependencies. They're not as common as a finish to start, but they are used. While we could spend a whole session on this topic, just know that you can do it. You don't have to give up Quickbase to have these other kinds of dependencies. And the core of the secret is creating a predecessor table that you can relate as a child table 2 times to your task table. So now that the Black Widow has her timeline nice and organized, she needs an easy way to move tasks through statuses and easily see what the process is. This leads us to the next essential tool, which is the Kanban. Now, the Kanban is a concept that was originally developed by Toyota for lean manufacturing. It's great. Toyota is a Quickbase customer. That's awesome. And since then it's been applied to all kinds of projects. We currently even use it when we're developing our Quickbase ourselves. So correctly applied, it's a great way for teams to visualize work, maximize efficiency, and just continuously improve it. It's just a nice visual representation of something you might have as sticky notes on a board. Kanbans are easily created using a Quickbase report builder. So it's another kind of report type. So if you've been around a long time and using more tabular reports, consider playing with this. This is a real nice way for you to work through things during a team session. Finally, the Black Widow would like to see the performance of the new Avenger headquarters and how that is going, and what are and also of the other Avenger projects and missions that are taking place, because there's probably more than one project taking place here, right? And like in all our worlds. So we're very excited. Quickbase's new dashboards that are being rolled out this week are a great way to do this, and we've been very excited about them as developers of Quickbase. It just offers so much more flexibility. The new dashboards let you report on project data across one or more applications, so it can connect to other applications as well. It helps you to visualize the data. There are lots more report types and visualizations that are good for executive level reporting. And you can also apply a single filter that really affects all of them, not kind of like the old world where you really had one filter per report. Like this can cascade and affect all the reports that you're working with. We feel these dashboards will really revolutionize how you're able to monitor and track tasks and data and anything you're using in Quickbase. So that's really super exciting. And obviously the Black Widow is very excited about it too. So now let's talk about some plugins here. Right now, the Avengers and you can superpower Quickbase through Quickbase's already robust set of APIs, right? So one thing that is really great about the platform is you do have these APIs, a way you can connect with data, push in, push out data, allows a whole nother gamut of possibilities. But let's talk through 4 of VeilSun's most popular project management plugins. We've got the QLean, we've got the Gantt, resource management, and then a calendar, a superpowered calendar. So we'll go into those in a little bit more detail so you understand what those things are. The first of these is a QLean project planning board, which is a special user interface hosted. That means it's inside the Quickbase itself. It's not hosted somewhere else. It's put within code pages in your Quickbase application. You cannot really, as we all know, you can't really effectively run a project that's not properly planned. So as we all know, oftentimes the planning process is somewhat overlooked in project management, causing the entire project to be off. That's just going to frustrate everybody, frustrate the Black Widow, frustrate everybody in the process, and leading to poor expectation setting with the stakeholders. So that's what this planning board will help take care of. The QLean planning board was originally developed from lean construction methodologies, can be really applied to any project. Project planning is project planning is project planning. But some of the main premises and principles that it operates on is these. So one is collaboration. Everyone that is a part of a project participates in a live planning session. Just a note, our planning board works in real time, like a Google document, where everyone can see everybody else's changes they make. So if I was making a change, Jane could be on the board. Anybody could, we could have multiple vendors or trade partners on the board at the same time working this. The second thing is target setting. The planning is focused on meeting a single achievable milestone within a project. So in construction, it's called a pull. So we're pulling backwards. So it's backwards planning is a third premise, which means we're going to start with the target and we're going to work our way backwards, and it helps us flesh out what the dependencies would be. And the fourth really important part of, at least in construction, is agreement and handoffs. It helps create, when you have your team together and doing this planning together, it helps you agree on those handoffs, look at each other eye to eye or Zoom to Zoom, whatever the case might be, and have agreement on what you're going to work on together. So the planning board process involves three basic steps. We'll just kind of go over this really quickly. It's pretty sophisticated, but we'll go over the main steps. First, everyone on the project adds everything they need to do to meet each task, to meet the target. Each task owner has a chute where this is displayed. So you can see the chutes there. The task owner should order their tasks from the first thing they do to the last thing they need to do. So James is adding some tasks. 2, once this is complete, the team collaborates to order all the activities from the last thing that needs to be done to the first thing. So you work, this is called backwards planning and allows a team to work backwards from the end goal, while also defining dependencies across team members. When the sequencing is complete, QLean makes it easy to create any type of dependency between tasks. So we talked about finish to finish, start to start, any kind of dependency. 3, finally, after this is complete, the team begins to put these activities in days, from day 1 to the final date of the milestone delivery. QLean includes artificial intelligence that automatically drops the plan into an optimized schedule, or the team can pull them into a schedule one task at a time. Once a schedule is in place, the team can further tighten up via drag and drop. The end result is a schedule that everyone involved agrees on, where most gets done with the least amount of idle time. So it's a very tight schedule, optimized schedule. Users then finalize the schedule, and it produces a Gantt chart that can be managed each day, which is a perfect transition to VeilSun's second superpower Quickbase plugin. So once we've done the planning, we move over. So QGantt is a must for anybody running complex projects in Quickbase and the new Avengers. Again, this is all housed in Quickbase itself, just to kind of reiterate that. So we're building the new Avenger headquarters. It supports all the major functionality required by most project managers and hosted directly in Quickbase, and it's real time. So as we're changing these things are happening within Quickbase. So just to orient you a bit, all the task information shows on the left of the interface, and the timeline of your tasks appears on the right. So just like the built-in Gantt chart as well. You can create multiple level work breakdown structures. So project managers know kind of what this means, with kind of breaking down the tasks and efficiently linking them together. But in this situation, you can have subtasks and subtasks of subtasks and subtasks of subtasks, so on and on. So and you can visualize that hierarchy very easily. You can also update the task information line like a spreadsheet without having to go into the task itself, which is very nice. And then moving over to the right, you can change how the task is scheduled and the duration via a drag and drop. So we can change the duration. That's what James is doing there. You can also create and update dependencies between tasks via drag and drop. And that's really easily, that's easy to visualize as well. So again, supporting all those kind of dependency types. Gantt also supports, again, finish to finish, start to start, finish to finish, and lag. So now coming to the top bar, you're equipped with an army of powerful tools to better visualize and manage your project. My favorite of these is the baseline feature. With this feature, you can take a snapshot of the project. Then as your timeline changes, you can compare it visually against the original baseline. You can also have a large number of options to view your project in different groupings and at different granularities or time frames that you want to look at these, look at everything. You can also use the handy zoom bar to zoom in and out of your project timeline so you can get a better look at things, and the Avengers can look a little more closely. So we'll kind of move on from the Gantt chart. Again, if you have questions, we can talk to you afterwards to set up a dream session. But we're trying to inspire you to see what this can be done in Quickbase using the API. Moving along to our next Superpower plugin, we're going to talk about the resource manager. Black Widow is using a variety of superheroes to build the new complex. I want to make sure none of them are overburdened. You really don't want to upset a superhero. At this point, we want to make sure we're not overworking them, right? So the resource view lets you see every team member assigned to tasks on your project. It then looks at the duration of all those team members' tasks and the hours each of those tasks takes. This is then summarized to show the total workload for each team member by week. So you can see that I can visually quickly see their loads. The coolest is that if the project schedule changes, this will immediately show on the effective team members' workload. So James is switching that over. He's going to show you how real time it shows the workload changes for people. So that's great. Awesome. All right. So the final super powered Quickbase plugin is QSchedule. Hulk really hates the Gantt. He thinks it overcomplicates things. He thinks more in terms of a project calendar. QSchedule lets you view all of your tasks in a calendar format and then easily updates those tasks via drag and drop. So again, this is all drag and drop, which was really kind of nice. You can easily add tasks by dragging across the calendar. You also have powerful tools for visualizing your schedule in different ways, such as zooming out to different time periods. So James is showing the kind of different, week, month, 6 weeks, those kinds of things. So everybody likes to, look at their calendar. These things can be customized in different ways. You can add, and you can also group calendars by different elements in your Quickbase app, such as task owners or the type of work you're doing, or those kinds of things. The QSchedule is a highly flexible tool, and we're only showing you a very, very basic version. Most of our customers like to get this customized to the types of things they want to filter to and look at in the fields they want to show. It's like having a calendar on the side of your wall that it's dynamic. And again, this is integrating directly into your Quickbase data real time. So anything that changes in other interfaces to your data will change on here, or vice versa. So that's really nice. It's all built in. There's no transfer of data between any of these tools. So key takeaways. So to run a successful project, let's just kind of talk about this. And project managers, you know this. To run a successful project, you really need to plan that project first. That takes time and effort. And these tools are really nice to help you run that plan. Quickbase really has all the key tools to plan and run the perfect project. So anything you've kind of been feel like you're having to fill in and supplement with Quickbase, you really can do everything within Quickbase. And hopefully we've inspired that for you. But Quickbase also has the ability to, to really do anything through an API plugin. Takes some effort, or a partner, maybe you've got a developer yourself that can do the JavaScript, but there are plugins out there already you can plug in, and we'd be more than willing to talk to you and work with you about those things as well. So hopefully that inspired you a little bit. That was quick. There's a lot of features that we weren't really able to expose, but if you have any ideas, or were inspired or stuck, or just kind of want to know if you could do something in Quickbase, I want to just talk it through or brainstorm, we'd love to help you. We have dream sessions. We do these every year, and they've been very helpful for folks, and they're free, no obligation, and just kind of pick brains. We always learn something ourselves when these dream sessions happen about how people want to use Quickbase. So it's pretty exciting. And we're not Marvel Comics, but we're definitely here to help other superheroes like you guys. And hopefully this was helpful to you, because, we all want to beat the bad guys, right? And so anyway, well, thank you very much, and have a great day. And again, reach out to us if you guys have any questions, and have a great Empower.